Hello. I am going to close the blinds and we'll get started. All right, there we go. Sort of. I hope that you guys are doing well on this sunny evening. We're going to work on shoulders and upper back and kind of just the whole posterior chain in our practice tonight. So hips and calves a little bit as well, actually. If you have something that you can use like a yoga strap or an actual yoga strap, we will utilize that tonight. I'm just going to use a long sleeve shirt that's a little bit stretchy that I've been using because I actually don't have a yoga strap. And the long sleeve 5-year-old shirt works really well. And you can also use a dish towel or anything similar that's a little bit stretchy and that you can use with your hands a little bit wider than your shoulders. So if you have just like one of those little round exercise bands, that's probably going to be too small for what we're hoping to accomplish tonight. Let's get started in child's pose. And in your child's pose, go ahead and flip your palms up towards the ceiling. Let's take 10 rounds of deep breaths together. Inhale through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. Breathe in. Sigh it out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. And take 5 more rounds of breath at your own pace, at your own cueing. Then start to inhale as well as, or exhale as well as inhale through your nose, if you like. Make your way forward onto your stomach. Bring both arms out to a goalpost shape to either side and rest down to the right side of your face. So your elbows are straight out from your shoulders and your elbows are bent at a 90-degree angle. We're going to do 2 things from this position. First one, just plant your left hand in beside your chest. Stay on the right side of your face and roll into a shoulder and pec stretch. The right arm, the right shoulder, the right pectoral muscles. And then we'll come back through center and we'll replace the left arm in a goalpost shape. We'll turn to look down at the mat. So my head is lifted. And I'm going to point both of my thumbs up towards the ceiling, and that's just going to help me stay honest in keeping my shoulders externally rotated. As I inhale and lift my arms and legs, lift my head and shoulders, drive thumbs and elbows towards the ceiling. And then lower down. Inhale, lift up. Try to reach your toes back away from you. Try to lengthen the crown of your head forward. And lower. Lift up. And lower. We're going to do that twice more. Lift up. Really try to draw your chest up and forward. Arms up and back. Shoulder blades hug towards the spine and towards your hips. One more time. This time when you come down, you'll rest onto the left side of your face. Plant your left palm flat. Use your right hand and your right foot to help yourself roll into a stretch. And then come through center, and we're going to do 5 more of this locust pose variation. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Lift off. And lower. Last 2, lift up. Lower, core stays engaged. Lift up. And lower. Bring your palms in alongside your rib cage. Hug your elbows towards each other. Press into the tops of your feet. Inhale, lift up into cobra. It's up to you how much you straighten your arms. If it feels good to go ahead and press through to straight, go for it. Otherwise, elbows can stay bent, and this could be more moderate on the spine. And exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, lift up, press into the palms, press into the tops of your feet. And exhale, lower. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, lower. Press your way up into table pose and right through into cat pose. Spine rounds. Lift up onto your fingertips. Tuck your chin towards your chest. You want to sit your hips back a little bit. If that feels good here, go for it. And then we'll come back into a more neutral table pose. Let's pull right knee in towards right elbow. And then keep the knee bent and just kick the foot up towards the ceiling. So knee hugs in and leg kicks up. We're moving from the hip, not the knee. Do 2 more of those. And then next time you start to swing your right foot forward, go ahead and step it forward and bring it to the outside of your right hand and walk yourself forward into lizard lunge. If you want to take your hands even further forward of your feet, go for it. We'll walk back into table pose. Round the spine, prop up onto fingertips, shift your hips back if you like, tuck your chin. And then walk forward into table pose again. Left knee hugs in towards left elbow now, and then the leg kicks up towards the ceiling. Focus on letting this just be a pretty fluid movement. And then go ahead and step your left foot forward outside of your left hand. Shift the weight of your hips forward. Maybe walk your hands forward a little bit more. And then we'll bring the left leg back. Prop up onto your fingertips. Round your spine into a really focused cat pose. One more time. And then from here, tuck your toes under, walk your hands back. and find a fold at the back of your mat. Step your feet wide, hook the fingers that you would use to make peace signs around your big toes, fingertips point in towards center. Draw yourself into a deep fold. Let your head hang towards your mat. And then release your toes and unroll all the way to standing. Step your feet into hips width distance apart. Inhale, arms reach overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk out to plank pose. Lower down to your forearms in your plank. And then from here, we're going to lower the hips down to the mat to find Sphinx pose. My toes will stay tucked under, but my hips rest down, my chest draws forward, and then I'll tuck my chin. I'll start to lift my rib cage away from the mat, my belly button, the fronts of my hips, and then my thighs, and I'm back in my forearm plank. Let's do that a couple more times. So we lower the knees, the thighs, the belly, chest lifts forward. You're in Sphinx pose. And then you reverse that undulation movement with the spine to press back up into plank. One more time. So you should feel your core engage, but we're really trying to focus more on how our spines are moving than on really working the core. And then we'll press back up onto the palms and shift into downward facing dog. Inhale and send your right leg up and open. And exhale, bring your right knee to your right upper arm. Inhale, up and open. And exhale, right knee to right upper arm. Once again, one more time. Up and open. And right knee to right upper arm. From here, we'll step the right foot to the outside of the right hand so that we're in lizard lunge once again. We're going to keep the back knee lifted this time. Rotate your left pointer finger away from you slightly. Push down through the knuckle of the left pointer finger. Inhale, bring your right arm open into a goalpost shape. And then exhale, rotate forward again and reach your right hand as far forward towards the ground as you can. Inhale, open to a goalpost shape, shoulders stack. And exhale, reach forward. Inhale, open. And exhale, reach forward. From here, you're going to grab your dish towel or your shirt or your yoga band and rotate around to a wide-legged fold shape. Take a hold of your prop so that when you put tension on the fabric, your hands are a little wider than shoulders width distance apart. And you're coming up towards a halfway lift shape, so my spine is long. I'm going to lift my arms forward and pull apart on the shirt and then row it back behind my head. My elbows form kind of a W shape down towards my ribs. And then I reach forward and I fold in and release tension on the prop. Let's do that a couple more times. So we'll inhale, spine lengthens out, arms reach forward, pull apart, exhale, row in, inhale forward, and exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up, little bend in your knees if you like. Exhale, row. Inhale, forward. And exhale, lower. Set your prop aside, rotate back towards your right foot. And come into standing splits. And we're going to do the same thing in standing splits that we did in table pose a few moments ago. So you'll hug your left knee in towards your left upper arm. Maybe it touches, maybe not. And then you'll keep the knee bent and just kick the foot up towards the ceiling. And removing the hips, removing the spine. Let's do a couple more. And then we'll stand all the way up and bring the left foot into your chest with you as you do so. Pause for a moment in balance. If you want to kick the left leg forward, go for it. And then set the foot back down. Inhale, arms reach overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, vinyasa. From downward facing dog, shift forward to plank and lower to a forearm plank. Bring your hips towards the mat, find Sphinx pose. Once you get here, if you want to plant onto your fingertips and lift your elbows to make this a little bit more intense for your spine, you can. And then elbows come down and you tuck your chin and pull each segment of your spine up towards the ceiling to press through into forearm plank. Do that a couple more times, making your Sphinx pose a little bit more intense if you want to, but stay mindful of how your low back is adjusting to that. And then we'll press up to our tall plank and through to down dog. Left leg up and open. Left knee through to left upper arm. Inhale, open hip. Exhale, knee to upper arm. Inhale, open hip. Exhale, knee to upper arm. Step your left foot down outside of your left hand. Keep your back knee lifted. Rotate your right fingertips away from you a little bit. Inhale, left arm opens to a goalpost shape. Exhale, you lean to the inside of the left leg and reach your left arm forward. Inhale, open. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, open. And exhale, reach forward. Grab your prop and rotate around to a wide-legged fold stance. And find your hand placement on the prop. You're going to inhale out to a halfway lift. Reach your arms forward, biceps alongside the ears. Pull apart on your prop. Exhale, elbows row in. Inhale, reach forward again. And exhale, fold. Inhale, lift and extend. Exhale, row. Inhale, forward. Exhale, lower. One more round here. Inhale, forward. Exhale, row. Inhale, forward. Exhale, lower. Walk yourself back around towards your left foot and lift your right leg. You're in standing splits. Hug right knee in towards right upper arm. And then keep the knee bent and move from the hip as you lift your foot up and back behind you towards the ceiling. I'll do this about 5 times. And then you'll stand all the way up to single leg balance on the left foot. And then release your foot down towards the floor. Inhale, arms sweep overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands and step back to plank. In plank, lower just your left knee down. So like the left side of your body is in table pose. And then you're going to lift your right leg straight back behind you and your left arm straight back behind you. And my left pinky is reaching up towards the ceiling. Lift your leg, lift your arm through the strength of the back of the shoulder, the strength of your glutes. Inhale. And then exhale, reach your arm forward and hug your knee in. Inhale back. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale back. And exhale, reach forward. We're going to do that one more time to transition. So we'll inhale, reach back, and then exhale. As you reach forward, can you pick your right foot up off of the floor and come through into a back bend in low lunge? So right foot steps out in front of you, right hand supports low back, left arm reaches up and over. And then we'll cartwheel left hand down, plant it, lift the left knee, reach the right arm up. You're in your twisted lunge. And then we'll bring both hands down to frame the right foot and shift back into half splits. And then we'll press through towards a lunge again, but lift off the back knee and pivot to a wide-legged fold. And then pivot yourself around towards your left foot. And then from here, you'll set your right knee down and you'll kick your left leg back. You'll plant your left hand and reach your right arm back. So we're in the starting position that we were in the beginning of this flow. Let's go ahead and reach right arm forward and hug left knee in. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, back. And exhale, forward. Lift your left hand off, step your left foot through, left hand to low back, right arm reaches up and over. Cartwheel your right hand down, lift your back knee, sweep your left arm open, twisted lunge. And then hands come down to frame the left foot, and then you shift back into half splits. Lunge forward again, pick up your back knee, rotate through a wide-legged fold, drop into it for a moment. And then walk yourself around towards your right foot and step your left foot up alongside it. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand all the way up. Reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank. From plank, set your right knee down. Lift your left leg. Lift your right arm back behind you. Inhale. Exhale, arm and knee. Reach forward. Inhale, back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, take it back. Think about where you're going. As you exhale, you're going to stand up into your lunge. Left hand to support the left side of your low back. Right arm to reach up and over. Cartwheel through to a twisted lunge. Back leg picks up. Left arm reaches up. And then back into half splits. Forward and through to a wide-legged fold. And then walk yourself around towards your right foot. Set your back knee down. And then you're going to send your right leg back and your left arm back. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, reach forward. Inhale, back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, back. Exhale, forward. We're transitioning on this one. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, pull your leg forward. Reach your left arm up. Right hand to low back. Cartwheel through to your twisted lunge. And take it back into half splits. Forward and around into a wide-legged fold. And then walk back towards your left foot. You're facing the top of your mat. Right foot steps up alongside the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand all the way up. Reach up. And exhale, hands to your heart. Grab your strap or your shirt and have it handy near the top of your mat. And then inhale and sit into chair pose. In your chair pose, bring your hands behind your head, but try not to put a lot of pressure on your neck. We're strengthening the muscles in the upper back by flaring the elbows open. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, forward fold, elbows hug in, and you pull downward gently on your head. Inhale, chair pose with elbows wide. Neck stays neutral. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Hands come down to the mat. Send your left leg up and back. If you want to throw a handstand into the mix here, you can, or you can just stay in standing splits. If you're handstanding, you're hopping off of your right foot. Your left leg reaches up towards the ceiling. And then from either handstand or standing splits, we're going to just reach that left leg back, grab our strap, and stand up into crescent lunge. Reach your arms overhead, pull apart on the strap, straighten out your legs. And then as you exhale, you're going to lunge, hover your back knee above the mat, row your strap down behind your shoulders. Inhale, everything presses up. And exhale, lunge and row. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lunge and row. Inhale, lift up. And then exhale around into goddess pose. So we'll turn the big toes out and bend both knees. You're going to stay low in your goddess pose. As you bring your arms all the way down in front of you, you're still pulling apart on your strap. And then all the way up and around and back behind you. So we're doing some shoulder flossing here in goddess pose. Let's do a couple more rounds. Gotta sit your hips a little lower. One more round. And then you'll go ahead and lift the strap up, straighten out your legs, pivot towards the front of your mat with your feet to set up your pyramid pose. And then start to hinge forward, but keep your spine long. Keep your arms alongside your ears. Keep pulling apart on your strap. Lean a little further into it if you can. And then fold, slip your strap underneath your right foot. Switch both ends of the strap into the left hand. And reach your right arm open into a goalpost shape as you twist a little bit. If you want to do this posture without the strap, you can, but it requires a great deal of flexibility to do it well. Hold for one more breath. And then you're going to go ahead and reach down for the strap with your right hand. Step your left foot in and stand all the way up. And you have the strap now around your right foot, in your right hand. You can just stand right here. Otherwise, you can use the strap as a prop to make extended hand to big toe pose more accessible. So I'm kicking my right leg straight out in front of me. And I don't have to actually have the flexibility to hold on to my big toe here with my hand. I'm trying to stand upright and breathe. And then I'm going to release and set this down at the top of my mat again. Inhale, arms reach overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, move through a vinyasa. Once you make it back to downward facing dog, take a deep breath in through your nose. And an open mouth exhale. Step or hop or handstand your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand all the way up, reach up. And then exhale, sit into chair pose, and we're gonna bring the hands behind the head once again. So your spine from your tailbone to your neck is in one strong neutral line, elbows lift. Let's inhale, sink a little deeper. And then exhale, fold, elbows wrap in to hug around your head. Inhale, chair, elbows lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Hands come down to the mat and right leg lifts into standing splits. You can stay here for a few rounds of breathing, or you can play around with some handstand hops off of the left toes. And then we're going to land the left foot. If we're handstanding, step the right foot back, grab your strap, and stand all the way up. Reach your arms overhead. Find a pull apart with the hands, legs straighten. And then as both knees bend, you'll row your strap down behind your upper back, like you're holding a barbell across your shoulders. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, stand up. And exhale, lower. Let's inhale, stand up. Exhale, pivot around. 3 rounds of shoulder flossing. In goddess pose, hands lower down out in front of you. And then you sweep up and around and back. Let's do one more round. We're going to reach arms up as we straighten legs. Pivot to your pyramid pose feet. You're squaring your chest and your hips out over your left leg. You're going to start to hinge forward. Reach your hands, reach your strap way forward. And then round into the fold a little bit. Scoop up your left foot with your strap. Take a hold of the strap with the right hand. Try to lengthen out your legs and your spine. I'm pretty bad at this pose. And then we're going to bring the left arm open into a goalpost shape. It takes a lot of hamstring flexibility, which I don't really have in spades. And then we're going to reach down for the strap with the left hand, step the right foot in, and stand all the way up. Left leg extends straight out in front of you. Try to stand up straight. Your body's going to want to kind of lean backwards to compensate. It's fine if you bend your standing knee a little bit. It's fine if you bend this extended knee a little bit too. Release the foot and lower the strap back to its position across the top of your mat. Inhale, arms reach overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, vinyasa. Deep breath in through your nose in down dog. Open mouth, exhale. Step or hop your feet up to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand all the way up. Reach up. And exhale, hands to your heart. We're going to do that cycle of flow through once more. I'll give you a couple options to add on if you want to, or to play around with eliminating the use of the strap as a prop. Let's go ahead and sit into chair pose. Bring your hands behind your head. If you want to try sitting a little bit lower here, you can. If you want to try lifting up onto the balls of your feet, you can. Here's that work for the calves. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, heels lower, and you fold in. Inhale, chair pose, elbows wide, maybe heels lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Hands down to the mat, left leg lifts up. Standing splits, if you would rather do something that's challenging but not handstand, you can lift up into your warrior 3 with your arms back behind you. You can play around with sweeping the arms forward and then back here a few times. That's tough stuff. Otherwise, hands can plant, and you can work on some handstand hops off of your right toes. Pull your right knee into your chest. As soon as the foot leaves the ground, push into the floor with your hands. And then we'll set up our lunge with our right foot forward, our left leg back, and our strap overhead. Let's straighten out the legs, reach up, and then row down and back behind you as both knees bend. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up. Pivot around. Set up your goddess pose legs. And we're going to switch it up a little bit this time. You might need to widen your grip on your prop a little bit. You're going to pull your right hand out to the right and circle overhead with a bent left elbow. And then arms round behind you, and you come forward again overhead with a bent right elbow. We'll do 2 more rotations in that direction. And then we'll switch directions by starting with right arm skimming overhead and ending with left arm skimming overhead. And then we'll go ahead and reach up and straighten out the legs. Pivot towards pyramid. Shorten your grip on the strap a little bit. Lean way out, pull apart. Hinge forward, reach forward. And then lower down, you can use the shirt as a prop underneath your right foot, or you can play around with bringing your left hand around to the pinky toe edge of your left or your right foot if you want to. And then you can reach that right arm up into a goalpost shape, or you can reach straight up if that feels more useful. Keep drawing right hip bone back. If you want to hold on to your right big toe, you can, or the big toe edge of your foot or your ankle, whatever feels most useful to you. It's just fine. And then we're going to start to look forward. We're going to switch out which hand is on the right foot. We're going to step the left foot in a little bit and stand it up. And you can be using your prop here if you want to, or if you need to. And then we'll release. Let's take it through just a sun salutation. Inhale, arms reach overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, vinyasa. Step or hop feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand tall, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, chair pose, hands behind your head. Option to work on lifting up onto the balls of your feet. And exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold. Hands come down to the mat. Right leg lifts up. Standing splits, warrior 3 with arms reaching back and forward or handstand hops. Make this work for you. And we're going to end up in our crescent lunge with the strap in our hands and our left foot forward. Straighten out your legs, reach overhead, row back, and dip into a nice deep lunge. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, pivot, open into goddess pose, knees bend. We're going to do this same like infinity sign shaped rotation with the shoulders and the strap. We'll go 3 times in each direction. And we'll switch. And we'll stand up, pull apart on the strap. Pyramid pose, feet towards the top of your mat. Your left leg is out in front of you. Reach through a deep hip hinge. And then fold and bring the strap underneath your left foot. Or your right hand to your left foot or ankle. And work on rotating to reach the left arm open. You might have one side on which this feels easier. Your spine is twistier in one direction, or one of your legs has slightly more flexible hamstrings. We're going to go ahead and bring left hand to left foot. Scoot right foot in and stand on up. And release. And shake it out. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, vinyasa. Deep breath in through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Do that again, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Step or hop your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand all the way up, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Let's sit into chair pose again, but it's going to be kind of a weird chair pose. Bend your knees, but try to bring your spine parallel to the floor more or less. And then, so your belly might be resting on your thighs, that's fine. Reach your arms out to the sides with your thumbs up towards the ceiling. And see if you can lift up onto your tippy toes from here. See if you can lift your thumbs a little bit higher towards the ceiling. And then set just your right foot flat. Keep your right knee bent. Kick your left leg back behind you. So you're in a bent knee warrior 3 with your arms out to the sides and your thumbs driving up. And then bring your left foot in. As soon as it touches down, you're going to lift up onto the balls of both feet again. Lift your elbows a little higher. And then flatten your left foot. Send your right foot back. Pull your right foot in. Lift up onto the balls of your feet. Pulse your thumbs towards the ceiling 10 times. And then sweep your hands down to catch your heels. Lower your heels to the mat and pull yourself into a really deep fold. If you've done Bikram yoga before, this is going to feel familiar. So my palms are cupping my heels. My elbows are hugging in around the backs of my calves. My head drops towards the floor. Tailbone lifts towards the ceiling. And then we'll free the hands. We'll sit all the way down towards the mat. We'll grab our strap down onto our backs. And hug knees in. Catch a hold of your right foot with your strap. Extend your left leg to rest down the mat. And reach your right heel up towards the ceiling as your toes drop down towards your face for a calf and hamstring stretch. And then let's switch both sides of the strap into the right hand. Left hand comes to the front of the left hip to help it remember to stay grounded as the right leg sweeps open. And then we'll go ahead and bend your right knee. Switch the strap over to your left hand and pull your right foot in with your left hand into like a pigeon shape. My right ankle is strongly flexed. And then you can just kind of pull your left knee in. Your right ankle can rest against the left knee. You can release the strap and bring your hands around your left shin or thigh for supine pigeon. And we'll release the hands, cross your right thigh even higher over your left leg. If you want to go into like an eagle pose shape in the legs, go for it. Legs are going to drop over to the right. Arms reach wide, or over to the left, I'm sorry. And you'll turn and look to the right. And then roll back through center. Uncross your legs, hug them into your chest. Bring your strap around your left foot. It's going to reach up towards the ceiling as the right leg rests down the mat. And then we'll switch the strap over into the left hand, right hand to front of right hip. Let your left leg sweep open. and take it back and up, and you're gonna bend your left knee and bring the strap into your right hand and pull your left foot in towards you. So it's just like pigeon pose, like you might typically do on your stomach, but it's flipped over. And then we'll pull the right knee in and release the strap. And interlace hands around right thigh or shin. And then cross left thigh as high as you can over your right. Maybe wrap the ankle around the calf. Legs drop to the right, left arm reaches out to the left. And then come back through center. Find happy baby pose. And then set up your Shavasana however you like. We'll rest quietly for just about 3 minutes. to blink your eyes open, start to hug your knees back into your chest. And then drop over to your side and use your arms to support your head. Let's take 3 rounds of deep breaths here. And then you can lift up to a cross-legged seat. And we'll just fold forward for a moment from here. And then go ahead and sit up and rest your hands on your knees and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And then open mouth, exhale. Breathe in. And sigh it out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Bring your hands together over your heart. Thank yourself for showing up for practice tonight. Thank you for being here and for supporting Adventure Rock and supporting my classes. If you ever have any requests or anything that you'd like to work on a little bit more, let me know. And I will hopefully see you again next week. Have a great night, guys. Thank you so much.